brothers, Heath DeMoss and Cody DeMoss. And just a couple of years ago, that guy right there, I mean, just by the skin of his chinny chin, barely missed winning the world title.
Well, and he won the average that year as well, but yeah, it was right down just almost, you know, and Cody, he's been in the top 2 or 3, I don't know how many times in his career. He's rock solid.
10 trips to the Wrangler National Finals for him. He missed in 2008, and he missed last year, but he's back this year in the number 12 spot. So Cody DeMoss, one of the veterans in here, and he knows how to get it done, knows how to win that average, and you see him climb on board until Kamloops, a bronc from the Calgary strain.
Yeah, the horses they're getting on, this is one of those pins. There's a few eliminators in there. There's some horses that maybe almost made the Branca's pin. I mean, this is going to be good watching. Kind of like Donnie was talking about in the bull riding. They've stepped right up and threw some rank ones out the first night here in the Bronx. DeMoss, okay, here we go. You talk about good. Now this horse is turning back, but not a lot of kick, and that makes him really hard to spur when they do that. Now his saddle ran back. But still, all in all, I like bits and pieces in that ride with Cody DeMoss. Even though there were some mistakes in there, this looked awesome right here. Good drag with these spurs. That means he's had good contact coming back. Right through here, though, when this horse quits kicking, he gets really difficult coming out of this spin for Cody. His saddle ran back a little bit. Almost looks like a new saddle. Maybe it kind of stretched a little. 74 points for Cody. But with this pin of horses, maybe a score is going to be important before we're done.
Let's take a look at the rules, and you know, you'll talk about that mark out a lot over the next 10 days.
Well, I do, you know, because if it's not there, that means your feet are over the point of the shoulders in contact the first time that horse lands out of the chute. Whether they run out, buck out, it doesn't matter. And if you don't have them there, it'll be no score. So it's huge, especially here at the NFR.
Cole Elshier starts tonight 11th in the world standings. 3rd trip to the Wrangler NFR, 2 in a row for Cole.
Yeah, this is the Northwest Bronc called Sundance. He's been to the NFR, well, a lot more than Cole. Cole's in trouble, and down he comes. Boy, oh boy, you know, I talked about these horses are going to come with it. This horse used to really be in the eliminator pen every year at the NFR. Then they kind of moved him over. As he got older, he got a little better, not a lot better, but he got more straight bucking and not a lot of ducks. And look at it right here. I mean, that's an exceptional trip for Sundance. Elshier, no score.
A long way to the ground as he comes down, and we talk about the Wright boys, and the first that we're going to see is on deck. You can see Cody Wright, the 2-time world champion, the big brother there in the brown shirt, kind of down in there helping him as Jesse gets set. He won the world title in about 225,000 in 2012.
Just kind of had to work pretty hard late in the season to get into that top 15, but he's here. All right, this looks good. Feet going forward, setting his feet, has that timing. Now this horse is kind of dragging around that corner too, but Jesse did a nice job finishing it off. When they don't kick, when their head comes up and they don't kick, especially if they're going either in a tight circle or a spin, that just leaves you dead to your saddle. Right through here, he had good timing. He had some kick going on. He had that rein going, lifting on it. But right at the end, this horse, watch this. Now the kick's going to go away, and it just throws you clear back in your saddle. Almost wants to run you back over the back end of the horse. Good effort to finish that ride by Wright.
Winds up with a score of 76.5. So Jesse Wright, his round number 1 is done. You can imagine when it's all said and done, 76.5 is going to be very close to the top. Here comes his younger brother, Spencer Wright, getting set. Rich and Fancy, Powder River's going to be the bronc. First time he's been here, first time to nod his head. I expect him to handle the pressure.
Well, I do too, but you know, that's a lot of pressure. Okay, Spencer, oh, he's got a nice horse. He's going to take advantage of it. Keep going, he's going to take the lead in the round. Good ride for Spencer Wright, and that's the horse he needed for his first one. You know, he didn't need that one Cole Elshier had, or maybe the one that Cody DeMoss had. He needed this one, just a good jumping kicker to let you know that, boy, I can ride with these guys. I'm here. I'm not here by a fluke deal. I'm here because I'm good. Good job right there for Spencer Wright, and hopefully his score is going to reflect it.
Well, at the moment, he's going to move to the top of the leaderboard. 80 points for him. So Spencer Wright's got the lead right now. He's ahead of one of his brothers. He's got 2 more brothers yet to ride. Dustin Flunder getting ready to go, 15th in the world as he comes in. 3 trips to the Wrangler NFR, kind of spread out. Made it in 09, made it in 10, back again this year.
Boy, big rare out of the chute. This horse is pretty empty. Flunder, he's got a good ride started himself. Handled the rein good. Looked like that horse jerked some of the rein through his hand that first jump out of the chute, so he had to bear down to finish that ride. If your rein's a little long, ideally you want it just in front of your swells, about waist high. If it comes up, it makes it really difficult because they want to run you out the back of your saddle. good first horse for Flunder. No matter what the score, he'll take that.
We're waiting on the judges to do the math work. 73 is the score.
Well, you know, and that horse kind of took off just a little bit. You know, Dustin did a nice job though right through here, but you see how he's not under his rein. He's kind of rocked straight back trying to keep that slack out.
Here comes Chad Furley. Won the World Championship in 2006.
Oh my God!
What a way to start the NFR.
Oh, that's Wars Marigold from Barty. Oh man.
Well, if you're the reigning world champion, that is not what you want in a dance partner in round one.
No, you want degree of difficulty? Look at this. Talk about swoop left, swoop right, swoop left. And that's in the first 2 seconds. Oh, what an ugly horse. If you're sitting there in Chad Furley's place, it's like, I don't want any part of him. Woo.
And he winds up with no scores. We get back to the Wright saga. Here comes Jake Wright. The younger brother's got the lead right now at 80, and what a rough start for him in there.
Boy, he got out of that in good shape, and if he can finish this ride, he may have an option of rewrite coming, but I think he's going to get it done. Talk about cowboy up. I thought that horse was going to right over lay on top of him in that chute. When he jumps forward, now watch this. He's just going to kind of fall backwards. Luckily, he got out of that unscathed, honestly. Jake did a smart job. You know, kind of jerked some rain through his hand. That's why he's having so much trouble going out through here, but still, he's going to get a score.
76 is the score for him. No option of a rewrite in there. Weather in that storm, so he'll wind up at 76. Scary moment. We talked about the chute being the most dangerous place for these guys, and you can see it right there as Tyler Corrington gets ready to go. 7th in the world standings, 3 trips to the Wrangler NFR.
Just won the Canadian Championship too, Corrington. Okay, this horse has got a lot of drop. This is called Happy Valley from the Bold Rodeo Company. Of course, that's a pretty famous stallion, the father of this one. You can see a lot of resemblance, a lot of drop, and boy, Corrington just comes right off in a tough shot shape, right in front of that horse.
Yeah, right over the dashboard. That's an anxious moment for him. Spencer Wright, first Wrangler NFR, competing against everybody, including 3 brothers. He's got the lead. Back at the Thomas and Mack Center. Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, round number 1. We talked about the 4 Wright brothers that we're going to see. And probably the only reason why we don't see 4 right there is Cody, the older brother, is yet to ride. But Spencer's got the outright lead at the moment at 80 points. Bradley Harder getting ready to go 9th in the world standings as he starts the NFR.
Oh, good ride. Started Harder, though. Ran out of his saddle. I don't know how he kept from losing his stirrup or getting bucked off. He got back in and finished a strong ride. But that 3rd jump, Bradley Harder, he ran clear out the back of his saddle. His stirrup almost fell completely off. Look at this right here. This looks good. Then this next jump, look at that left stirrup. I mean, it's just rattling on his foot. He's just kind of up out of his saddle, just trying to get a hold of those swells, and then has the presence of mind to get everything under control and finish good. So a big finish for Bradley, no matter what the score.
Yeah, 68.5. Had to kind of hold his breath for the first 4 or 5 seconds there. Gets it done. He's not all that happy heading back to the locker room. And here comes Wild Wade Sundell. Always fun to watch here. Rounder's going to be the horse that he's drawn with. He's in striking distance, number 6 in the world standings. Qualified for 6 consecutive Wrangler NFRs.
They won the Pendleton Roundup, the short go on this horse. He was unbelievable. Just got in there and went to bucking, but he's a little different in this one. Move left, move right. Sundell, though, he's opened up and going for it. You know, that's pretty typical of Wade. He had too much rain going out there, and I don't think that bothered him a bit. He's got so much ability, and he's got so much gas. I mean, he's 110% every time he gets on one. Look at that, big empty roll out of there. He held his feet, picked up that timing, and then just gets at him. And this horse, he wasn't any fun. Head comes up, you can see how that rein gets long at times. Wade did a great job just kind of getting through that.
Still waiting on the score, 78.5 will be the score. That's going to move him to 2nd place. So Spencer Wright still has the lead at 80. Sundell now in 2nd place. We get down to the top 5 cowboys in the world. Jacobs Crawley, his brother Sterling is also here as well.
Yeah.
Saddle bronc riding has become a brother's affair, but Sterling just missed out this year. But Jacobs, number 5 in the world. Fun to watch him. He's qualified for 4 consecutive Wrangler NFRs.
You know, much like Stephen Peebles, in my opinion, last year at the Wrangler NFR, I mean, he stepped his game up a mile. Like, I think he won the average a year ago here at the NFR. And then he has just stayed so consistent all year long. All right, look again. This horse, look at his head coming back up at Jacobs, and he's doing a great job handling his rein. That's a tough bronc because he brings his head up as he kicks, so your rein, when you're lifting on it, it's coming up at the same time, and it's wanting to throw you out of the back of your saddle. You know, maybe a little, in my opinion, maybe should have had a little stronger mark out, but other than that, you can't flaw this ride. I mean, that was awesome. He went around that corner. That horse is trying to get him out of his saddle. He bared down, and he takes the lead now at 80 and a half.
Yeah, it's going to move him to the top by just a half point. So Jacobs Crawley's now in the top spot. We talked more about the brothers. We saw Cody D. Moss a little earlier. He's helping his younger brother here in Heath D. Moss. 6 trips to the Wrangler NFR, and he's had a great year. 4th in the world standings. Wants to get off to a good start right now.
Yeah, this is Wiggleworm from Corco's. And much like all the others in this pen, he's not real user-friendly. Boy, what a season he put together. I hope he can have a good week at this NFR because he is fun to watch. All right, Wiggleworm sets up. He's going straight in the arena. He's having a pretty good day for Heath. If Heath can just finish it, and he's going to. Good first night for Heath DeMoss. You know, that horse, when you compare him to the others, though, pretty nice trip, really, comparably. Yeah, Cody's going, heck, why couldn't I have that one? That one looked easy.
Well, if you miss Billy Ebbauer, you know, Heath kind of fills the void, has that wide-open riding style.
You know, he does, and just like we talked about Billy so many times, one jump you'd think, oh, my gosh, he's going to get drilled, and then he'd set his feet right in the middle of their neck. Heath can do that as well. Sometimes he gets so wound up he overrides horses, and if he can keep from doing that, I'd look for him to have a good NFR.
Scores are climbing, 82 for Heath DeMoss, so he's now moved to the top spot. And keep in mind, you got Court Shear, number 3 in the world, Cody Wright, number 2 in the world, and Taos Muncie, who's number 1, all yet to ride.
Well, Court Shear, boy, he's one of my favorite bronc riders. He is so solid. He's got a good ride started. This horse has got some drop. Kind of a little hesitation in that kick, and Court Shear says, boys, I'm in town to win something. Man, oh man, I don't know if he'll take the lead, but he should be right there with Heath DeMoss. In my opinion, maybe a point or two better. A lot of rain, and he just handles it so good. Man, that looks good.
Oh, he's going to be a point or two better or more.
Yeah, I'll say. Oh, that looked good. Good job for Court.
87 for him. He now moves to the lead by a mile, but keep in mind, Cody Wright's number 2 in the world. Taos Muncie yet to ride. Let's see if the elder statesman in that Wright family can change things at the top of the leaderboard, but right now, Kicking Peanuts is not one to cooperate.
Well, he stalled, so that, you know, at that point they'd have waived the markup rule. Now they'll shut the gate. Everything goes back to 0. In other words, he has to mark him out if he doesn't stall, and he doesn't. So if he had him marked out, we'll see. I thought he was a little weak at the gate, but he's going to go ahead and ride him. But he's like a square wheel. He's just going down the arena. Cody Wright gets it done, though.
Pickup men move in. Cody trying to find a way to get safely back to the ground, and that's where he is. So Cody Wright, good year, over $111,000 in the regular season as he comes in just behind Taos Muncie. Here's a look at that mark out right there.
Yeah,
that left foot is not there.
They must, either they felt, nope, there they got him. And they should have. I mean, if he didn't get fouled or he didn't hit that gate on the other side where they waved it, I can tell he did not get him marked out. We'll see what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to score him or not.
Judges conferring. Here comes Taos Muncie, top cowboy in the world. Paint chips a bronc.
Yeah, this looks good. Taos, everything looks good. That's the important thing. Get through this first night. Make sure your saddle's right. You know, I don't think he's going to be in the top 3 anyway in this go-around. Maybe he's going to place in the top 6, though. But just all the, you know, at the beginning of the ride, boy, that looks good. This horse kind of takes off, though, right at the end. About 6 seconds into it, when he makes this circle, he kind of moves forward, and I think that'll drop his score as far as the animal. But I like what I see with Taos Muncie right now. That looks good. See how he's walking on his front feet, kind of moving out now. But Taos did a nice job. Good ride. He can feel good about that.
Yeah, he's kept it in the 80s at 80 and a half.
Third,
so yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Good. Third, you know, that's almost